Yes, we're definitely excited to be back at home, just playing in front of Big Blue Nation and just having home court advantage.
DeNesha, what was it like to go back, get to go back home?
It was beautiful. I had such a great time even spending it with my teammates and my family was there. It was just, it felt really good just to play in front of my family.
So did you find yourself almost like a tour guide, like, look, I can show y'all this, y'all gotta know about this, y'all gotta do this?
Unfortunately not. I'm from Northern California, and so that's the hand part, so she was kind of helping us, but I have been in LA, so I was telling them what to order at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. I was.
Samarie, what were some of the highlights for you? Like, what are you going to remember most about, the trip to California?
Honestly, everything. That was my first time being in Southern California. I went to Northern California 2 years ago playing against Stanford, but I think just staying at the resort on the beach and then just spending time with my teammates, going on the, I don't know if it's called the Walk of Fame, but the stars and stuff, seeing those, seeing the Hollywood sign. Like, I was so excited to see. I think I almost started crying, honestly. But, like, I was just excited to be out there in the warm weather.
Samarie, Coach had talked just a minute ago about how it's important for this entire team to be friends and bond together off the court just as much as it was maybe on the court. Do you get a sense that you guys are kind of are you building a sisterhood sort of away from basketball?
I think we are. We all, like, none of us dislike any of us. We all are friends off the court. I know I can text any one of my teammates if I needed something, no matter what time it is, and vice versa. We're all really close off the court, and I think sometimes it shows on the court.
The DePaul game between the two of you, seemed to be kind of like, I won't say a breakthrough game, but that was probably like a high water mark this part of the season for you. How important was that game, and how much have you all carried from that game into some of the other ones you played this month?
It was very important for us. Coach Mitchell always reminds us that no one will ever beat DePaul by 32 again, and that DeNesha and I helped with that. Adia also had 17. I don't know how many of us scored in double figures, but it was a great game for all of us. And I think that it's helping us move forward. We have to remind ourselves that we can do that again and continue to push each other.
How would you kind of following up on that, how would you describe the relationship between the two of you? You were talking about the bond, and you got to the point where you're finishing each other's sentences now?
Almost on some days. But DeNesha and I had the chance to really build our relationship when I was sitting out the first half of last season and her sitting out last season. And we obviously shared something in common with transferring. In our relationship on the court, we got to build that when we were on the practice team last year, and then once we got to play with each other finally on Blue Squad, then that is still continuing to build, and I think we'll always continue to build our relationship on and off the court until we graduate.
You could add something.
Definitely, I agree everything what Samarie said. Just to add on to that, Samarie had a little more experience than me, just transferring from Connecticut to Kentucky with her playing before me. So it was really good. She was very helpful with helping me just transitioning and getting back into playing like in Kentucky style.
What was the big thing that she had that kind of helped you with? Was it more cultural? Is it more on court? Just, how to get used to the system? Or what?
The biggest thing was probably just the game pace. It was the game pace and just my confidence, because I wasn't too sure and I was just thinking too much, and she just told me, like, something just clicks and you just realize that you just have to play. And when it did click, everything has become a lot more easier and it just flows better.
I tried to tell her that the pace of the game is going to be completely different after sitting out for a year, and she didn't want to believe me. She said, oh, I've been in college for 2 years. I'll be okay. It's nothing. And Lord behold, her first game, the first exhibition game, Samarie, I'm tired. Like, first 2 minutes. I just want to let everybody know that.
What kind of pace do you feel like the two of you all have kind of created for this team?
We definitely created a very fast pace. When me running the floor or somebody running the floor, we know that somebody's going to trail. We always look for the high-low reverse dive. So me and Samarie read each other very well throughout the place.
DeNesha, would you say the two of you are very different players?
Yeah, I think we're different, just in the sense that Samarie is the more like power through you. Like she's gonna get offensive foul before somebody blocks her shot because she's just gonna bulldoze. Me, I'm kind of settle for a little hook shot, but at the same time, I think we complement each other because as she's bulldozing through people, I'll just like sit there and wait for the high post jumper if she kicks it out, or if I'm getting double teamed, she always looks to cut and I hit her for the dive. So. Although we're different, I think we complement each other very well.
Samarie, is that why it works, you think, with the way that you guys have been able to play off of one another because of what DeNesha said?
She's the yin to my yang. So, yes, I think that because we are different, it does work. Like she said, if she's out and I'm getting double teamed, I'll kick it out. She's double teamed, I'm diving. So it just works. She misses a shot, I'm rebounding. I miss, she rebounds. So it just works.
As far as next week is concerned, is it too soon to kind of look ahead to that? I mean, when you look at all these games you've had this month, is it more with an eye toward what happens next week, really getting started?
We're more concerned about our next 2 games coming up, and then once that time comes, we'll prepare for that. But the whole preseason, we've been preparing for SEC play.
Yeah, what Samarie said.
Just for either one of you, it's been a long month with that stretch of 3 tough games earlier, and then final exams, and then a long road trip, obviously. Could you tell the last few days around family and being at home, has it re-energized you a little bit to get you ready for a tough part of the schedule coming up?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well,
You want me to say?
yeah.
Being around our family and friends, well, for me, like, I was ready to get back to business. I love being at home. I love my family, but I see them every other day when they come to my games and stuff. So I was ready to get back with my teammates, ready to get back on the court, and ready to start playing again. And we got to rest. So.
Well, I'm completely different. You know, I'm from California, and I barely get a chance to see my family. So I really appreciate it, and I really had a great time at home. I was definitely looking forward to coming back and spending time with my teammates, just because I know SEC is starting to come about, and it's fun, and just playing games and stuff like that. So, yeah.